What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Monday, February 21st, 2022. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Well, I appreciate you all so much. I hope you had a great weekend. It was intense for me. Hopefully, I hope some people were just in the dream, just really flowing through that weekend and that first weekend of Pisces season and the Libra moon. Definitely could have been nice. Indecisive as ever, but could have been nice. Well, let's look at Monday's astrology. Does it get a little darker? I don't know. Maybe. We're going to have that moon come into Scorpio today. And, the moon doesn't want to be here. Definitely shows us the darker side sometimes, or gets us intense, or we can be overly emotionally committed to something. We weighed some things out, and we probably didn't make very many solid decisions this weekend. And maybe, a Scorpio moon kind of gives us that more intuitive push to make an intense call in our personal lives, or really, what are we committing to within ourselves, and what has run its course? It's kind of that time in the month where I think we're getting big checks. Now, of course, that moon's going to square over to Mercury in Aquarius at 7 degrees, and we definitely got to express ourselves. We got to put stuff out there. I don't think we want to hide our feelings. We don't want to hide our emotions, or if we're going through something intense, like we need to kind of figure out who we can connect to. And, maybe people could be the greatest gift right now if we're not just in our own pit. Like maybe this is like not dragging people into the pit with you if you're in one, but, reaching out for a hand to help pull you up, and asking maybe with Mercury, like, hey, I need some help here, or, even having some like harsh thoughts, could come through. So especially with Mercury in Aquarius, it's a little cold. Saturn's here in Aquarius. It's a little cold. We could be pretty detached and just wanting to stay in our own little place, but, maybe people, and really trusting that we can be vulnerable with people will actually help. But it's not like, I don't think it would be easy to have those conversations, or it might feel like sticky in some way, shape, or form. The moon will finish off the day in opposition to Uranus and Taurus. So we kind of like finish off Monday with like, wow, like, gosh, am I going to create here, something different? Or am I going to stay in a pit? So I think we're reaching this point here where we got to realize that there are amazing things that can still be created. It takes change to get there. We can, we got to kind of get out of destruction. Now the moon will also trine the sun and Jupiter today, and I like that a lot. So I'm happy that we finish off the day with the trine to Jupiter, and of course the trine to the sun in Pisces, and the sun at 3 degrees. I think beliefs are, especially like what we believe spiritually is possible, and can we create a magical world? Can we not? Like, I think there's a lot of deep stuff that we're uncovering today and trying to get to the bottom of, but there's something about the intuition being so strong and so on point that if you emotionally know something needs to change, it's like, don't wait till the very end of the day, like make the change now. And it's even a little better because we don't have the exact Mercury-Mars sextile to Neptune, which can be nice, but I think only if we are making the changes for the actual dream, or the really spiritual calling, or the real, connected, beautiful things. But we also, don't want to overlook things, or just have the, I always say it, the rose-colored glasses. Like, this is definitely trying to see clearly and trying to act clearly, but it's definitely not easy. Neptune's a hard one. So we can definitely have a lot of beliefs and ideals, but are they about darker things in life? And do we think that we can get out of those darker things and kind of make the change for heaven on earth, and make the changes for the collective too? And really, it's about your own values that vibrate out to the collective and start really, changing things in our world. But I think today's pretty heavy. The moon will also quincunx Chiron, so we're dealing with a lot of Chiron stuff in this, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio section, this little quadrant over here. It is what it is. We gotta dig deep, I think, to find our valor and our courage and our identity right now, and not go backwards and self undo, or just really not see clearly. And I think that's really the goal this week. But I think it kind of kicks off Monday is like, are you ready to look at like the cold hard black and white facts or not? And I think that there's great gifts there spiritually and intuitively if we are. And I think that a great change can really help us out. You know, Mars and Venus, look at them. Mars is still going a little faster than Venus. So we can, I think, use this more masculine energy within us to push. But it's like, are we pushing into the, like a black hole? Are we pushing into an abyss? Are we digging ourselves deeper? We kind of have to be self-critical and really, really understand, with Mercury and Aquarius still in shadow with that square to the moon, understand what's going on within us and be real about that. And maybe be real with other people in our lives in regards to that, so that we can, see that maybe the pit, or where maybe just things in life, there is a way out. There is universal light shining in. And I think that we can get to that spot. But, the Scorpio moon is going to be definitely heavily felt and pretty intense. It can feel like something's crumbling a little bit, or things are chipping away. But the last thing we want to do is stay in the stuff that is falling, that is not of the ultimate value, and trying to take us to this radical new, beautiful, physical world. So a little bit of all that going down. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Let's see what the tarot card is for today. Weekly tarot, weekly astrology, they're up. Hit those live before this. And the weekly astrology, I pulled up some stuff, went into the future a little bit, went into the past a little bit. It's like an hour long. If you have some time to kill, you might enjoy it. Maybe, maybe not. I hope you do. Sending you all my love and best. Oh, yeah, the Ten of Cups. There is definitely the magic and the dream and all the abundance within that can show up today. And I think there is something about, we can make changes and let go of things and still have this very beautiful happiness within us, and realizing that maybe the change and the letting go is where the ultimate happiness does reside. Very intuitive day. We got to trust our emotions. The emotions are taking us to the most magical place we could go to, and I think there is that built into today. If we're going to have a Scorpio moon, it might as well be trine a sun and Jupiter in Pisces. So beliefs are high, but are we believing we can get out of things and get into the ultimate happiness and get to a better place deep within ourselves? And I think the more secure we are within ourselves, the more we're going to get through any of the hard stuff, any of the gritty stuff that is life. Love you all very much. Hope you have a beautiful Monday, and I will see you for February 22nd, 2022, on a Tuesday. Pluto return to the United States. That's tomorrow. So I'll be here. We'll talk about it. And I love you guys very much. Much love. Peace.